Alright folks, the SFAC 105 Tier A Premium French tank destroyer, based off of a German Waffentrager-esque of a design, but has no armor, twin barrel 105s, it is relatively fast and nimble, but it has a weird mechanics using the salvo of the double shot. We'll get to that, but visually, it is like a Waffentrager, just with twin guns. Large pseudo turret in the back, 69 degrees per side, giggity, so pretty wide of a gun arc. Also, it's anti-aircraft, so 60 degrees of gun elevation. It's useless in the game, we don't have aircrafts to shoot at, so that's kind of mute, but it is pretty high. Like the Waffentrager Panzer IV in a sense. But these kind of look like autoloader-esque of a design. The shell goes up into this loading arm into the gun breech, which is interesting, but if this thing will have an autoloader for twin barrels, that will be kind of nuts. But how the hell will you do that? Like twin autoloader clips per side? That would be crazy, but it's a whole new system, and I doubt they'll put it into the game just for this vehicle, right? Yeah, they're not going to. So the size of it is still somewhat huge for the pseudo turret. And this thing is only like 40mm of armor at best, possibly 20. So Czech light tanks have a field day. Yeah, another goat to be slaughtered with the high explosive rounds, like with the SU-130PM or Scorpion G, 𝗦𝗙𝗔𝗖, you name it. So be wary of those Czech light tanks. But yeah, that is the ammo box in a sense, into the loading arm, into the gun breech for loading. But yeah, it looks kind of like the 𝗦𝗙𝗔𝗖 Waffentrager-esque of a hull design in the front. So driver, engine, and the two loaders, one gunner presumably, but it's okay. I mean, it is kind of German for a French vehicle. Yeah, lots of shells. Funny enough, the shells are just static. These are just images. They don't disappear when you're using the shells, so oh well. Yeah, lots of floor plans, loader seat, another loader seat, or that's just the elevation thing. That's the loader seat. Huh. But let's take a look at the stats. 105mm, two of them. 390 alpha, about standard. 270mm pen, so a little bit on the high end, similar to a better medium tank gun at tier 10, but shell velocity is quick for APCR. High explosive anti-tank is high explosive anti-tank. It's kind of slow, but it's alright. And 320mm pen is also decent enough. High explosive is fine, but takes about 10.5 seconds between each reload. And that is about the same as the buffed 𝗦𝗙𝗔𝗖 AMX 105, the single shot version that looks like a 𝗦𝗙𝗔𝗖. So DPM is not the best, to put it in layman's term. It's about 2300 DPM. Aim time is relatively quick. Accuracy could be a lot better, 0.42. That is worse than the 122s on the ISU 122-2 with the twin barrel as well. So has worse accuracy than a Russian vehicle. Surprisingly. 8 degrees of gun depression, 60 elevation. Yeah, get on the hill like on Westfield and you'll be fine shooting upwards, like on a downward slope, but usually it's not necessary. 69 degrees per side, giggity, 40 rounds, 2 loaders, 1 gunner, 1 driver, and 1 commander. That's also fine, fits all the Foshes. But 60 kilometers per hour top speed, 20 reverse, 22 horsepower per ton ratio, pretty good. Also pretty nimble in terms of turning. Turret traverse, pseudo turret traverse is slightly, I mean, it's still workable. Usually with these pseudo turrets, it's about like 18 degrees, maybe 16. I feel that's fine-ish. It might be a problem when you're getting circle strafe, but you're not supposed to be spotted anyways. You're supposed to camp in the back. Also, tank destroyer health, not that much. Only 1100, not that much. 40 for the hull front, 30 for the turret front, and rest are paper armor. So high explosive autocannon does hurt. Camo is not half bad. It's about the same camo as a Su-130 PM. Not as good as the Cannon Assault or the Cannon Yak Panzer. So can't be in the back, but view range sucks. It's alright, but still kind of suck. Radio is standard. Huh. Yeah, this vehicle support. And yeah, would you rather play with this thing than the Cannon Assault? It's getting buffed. So let's take a look at the auto, or not the auto loader, the double shot. Should be auto loader, but 20 seconds to load the 2 rounds. Oh no. 4 seconds. That's 4 seconds for prepping, right? And 5 seconds for locking. That is bad. Just to make sure I'm not pulling something out of my ass. Yeah, that is bad. It's 2 seconds to prep the double shot and 1 second of locking the gun before you reload. Yeah, this is a good handling of the double shot of the twin barrel gun mechanics. This is not. You have to have the target or somewhat prepped before the target shows up within 4 seconds to aim for the double shot. And afterwards, you have to wait 15 seconds for additional shell of the 105. That is not great. Base accuracy is also kind of iff too. Also DPM is also kind of iff. Yeah, they have to buff this. At worst 3 seconds and 2 seconds of lock time. This is unacceptably bad. So usually you don't have the opportunity for 4 seconds of exposure time unless you're directly face to face. So yeah, this prep time is good. For the heavy tanks, it's a whole different can of worms. They have the armor to get a better window of opportunity to shoot the double shot. So they're very much close range and they have all the time in the world to prep the double shot. So for example, it's like 3 seconds for the 703, but this thing has the closeness to get to the opponent while prepping the double shot, right? It can take the hits, but this vehicle cannot take the hits. So you have a long range distance of a corridor where the enemy are exposed for more than 4 seconds. That is kinda unlikely, right? Based on corridor maps, based on the cover, you don't have the long enough exposure time for you to prep the double shot unless you pre-prep before they come out, and it just so happens after about 3 seconds they pop out of their cover for your double shot. It is highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. This is bad. This has to be changed to like at worst 3, at best about 2. So this is bad. Also, the locking time sucks. It should be about like 1 second or 2 seconds of lock time. You have to wait 15 seconds for additional follow-up shot, which is not great. Health is, yeah, tank destroyer. Sniper tank destroyer at tier 8. Nothing to explain, but weighs about 25 tons, 22 horsepower per ton ratio, 60 kilometers per hour top speed. It is relatively nimble. It's faster than the Cannon Assault, but camo, Su-130 PM, view range, kind of crap. Oh no, the gun, it's only about the gun, right? It's only about the sniping, but you're putting a very big limitation. Unless this thing has like 3000 DPM. Fine, we can deal with the crappy salvo prep, but it's not. It's about the same DPM as a Cannon Assault, which is... Why wouldn't you just play with the Cannon Assault, right? So Cannon Assault, yeah, about the same reload time, 10.5. So, yeah, 10.07 with the 100% crew and commander bonus. Yeah, it's about the same reload time, but this thing has better accuracy, dramatically better accuracy, and sometimes workable armor. It's not as fast, but faster to rev. A little bit more health too, and better camo. the same view range. Not as wide gun arc or gun elevation, but fine, whatever. Yeah, if you're wanting to sell a double shot sniper tank destroyer, you have to do something about the salvo prep. That is, wolf. Unless this thing has like twin autoloader mechanics, but how the hell does that work? Yeah, that doesn't work. Yeah, way too complex of a system. It's not gonna work. Yeah, it feels if, I mean, unless you're just using the single shot. Even so, if you're just using the single shot, play with the cannon d'assault. You don't have to play with this vehicle. Okay. 40 rounds. I think the cannon d'assault also carries a little bit more shells, like 45. Yeah, also 40. Oh, okay, fine. Yep, this thing has faster shell velocity. Huh. Yeah, faster by 100 meters per second. Oh, god dang it. Well, it's Waffentrager. All the Waffentragers are mostly average or utter crap, but... Oh, yeah. Let's see, the 105 twin barrel. Let's just pull up this gun, just so we can compare it. Loading. Time loading to a loaded gun, 5 seconds. Gun loading time to salvo prep. I also have dispersion after shooting and damage and stuff, but... So it should be 3 seconds, switching from one gun to another. It's alright, that's fine, but yeah, salvo prep time and lock time is bad. Also accuracy is kind of iff too. So for a sniper, this is a support, but it is sniper. It has no armor. And that's not great. That is really not great. God damn it. I want it to be somewhat decent, but no. I mean, there's no reason playing this vehicle over the cannon d'assault. It looks funky, by all means. It looks weird. But other than that, nothing to really show for it. It is quick to aim, but you have to put enhanced gunner sights for better accuracy down to 0.35 or 36. But yeah, that accuracy is crap. For a 105, that accuracy is crap. God damn it. Alright, let's talk equipments for this vehicle. It is very much a sniper, so the first equipment, I'll use the SU 122-2, not SU, ISU. But not going to use the cannon d'assault also kind of works, but yeah, let's just use the twin shot just to be consistent. So I put enhanced gunner sights, help out with the accuracy, improve aiming. Yep. For this vehicle, I will say the second and third slot to be binoculars and camouflage net, the traditional sniper loadout. Other than this vehicle, the ISU 122-2 has crappy camo. It's about 13% baseline, so it's more of a Fernand in the sense of crap camo. So yeah, you want to have a traditional sniper tier 8, similar to something like this. This is also crap camo, so therefore I put a turbocharger. You don't really need a turbocharger. Put a camouflage net. So I think they even phase out all the camouflage net. I did, holy crap. Wow. Yeah, camo net is the way of the dodo now. Holy, do I even use camo nets anymore? Vents and binoculars for this thing. So yeah, the first one is obviously improve aiming for twin shot, but the second one and third one is up to you. You could put binoculars to camp in the back. The view range is not that good, but also put turbocharger. No, you don't really need turbocharger. I would say camouflage net, but this is one of the rare circumstance of putting a, maybe you cannot put vents. Vents is out of the question. It's a weird setup. So I would say camouflage net is possibly the better choice. You could put improved rotation mechanism for your turret, but you're sniping. You're not close range enough to make use of this all the time. And aim time is already quick enough, very quick. Yeah, maybe camouflage net rather than turbocharger. Makes it less exposed to scouts and you can actually spot for yourself. But yeah, I've phased out all the camouflage net, surprisingly. Other than low tier, like tier 6? Tank destroyers? Yeah, low tiers is whatever. You don't need turbocharger on a Hellcat. Yeah, you don't need turbocharger. You put camouflage net. So yeah, one of the rare circumstances of putting camo nets nowadays, usually just turbocharger to make it a little bit faster, and corridor maps and stuff. But field mods, it is support. It doesn't matter at tier 8. But let's just use my ISU 122-2. First one is given better terrain resistance for the tracks. This one also helps out with effective hull traverse. So we already talked a lot about this. This one's a red herring. It's crap. Choose the first one. This one should be just reworked overall. Second one, better accuracy or aim circle size. Or aim speed. Better accuracy. You already have fast enough aim time. That's already fast enough. For a double shot twin barrel gun, that's already fast enough. Go with better accuracy. And finally, view range or concealment after firing. Concealment after firing is already kind of 4%, so it doesn't matter that much. Not really. Go with better view range. 360 is not that great. Not really. How much is this vehicle? I forgot. How much is this thing? Yeah, base. I don't think that's my stat. Let's just use tank.gg. Jesus. Compare with ISU 122-2. Base DPM is 2440. Yeah, it's better than the SFAC, but 0.35 accuracy baseline compared to 0.4. That is big. But it's not as fast. Granted, it's not as fast as the SFAC for the ISU, but yeah, the ISU has the 200 more health. Not as much camo. Slightly better view range, surprisingly. Yeah, okay. But using this vehicle with its field mods, I already talked about field mods, but yet what? Yeah, the salvo prep time really sucks on this thing. It could be so much better, but it has nothing going for it. The gun is standard also. It's not as accurate too. You're not having any upside of playing with this vehicle than the Cannon Assault. Not really. So what's the point? You get your ass chewed out by autocannons nowadays once the new patch hits with the Czech light tanks. Yeah, 6,000 DPM for tier 10 high explosive machine gun shells or autocannon shells. It's about like 4,002 or like 4,500 for the tier 8 high explosive clip. You can kill like 4 of these in a span of a minute. Oh, that is scary. So, yeah, okay. I will say, unless they buff the salvo prep time and the lock time, this vehicle feels like a 4. I mean, the gun's alright, but that's the only thing it has going for it, right? It's the only thing that has going for it. Accuracy is also kind of crap when you think about it too, so it's at best a 4 out of 10. And based on the meta, it's gonna struggle. So, I mean, unless you get a flak round against maybe aircrafts or something, low-hanging aircrafts, but yeah, this is not gonna do much. It's like a SPAA for a class or for a vehicle type that's not even in the game. There are no aircrafts in the game. It's useless to have that much gun elevation, right? So, superfluous. But yeah, 4 out of 10. Well, there you go, folks. German Waffentrager inspired kind of meh of a vehicle unless they buff the salvo prep. But if it has very good salvo prep time, like immediately, comparable to the ISU, then yeah, you have a reason to double shot all the time. This vehicle has a very fun double shot. I mean, granted, it's basically the same as playing with the ISU 152 with the same amount of alpha damage, but this thing has the versatility of single shotting, so you don't have to double shot a 400 health opponent. So you cannot choose with the ISU 152, right? You have to do a 750 alpha damage gun onto a low health vehicle, like 300 health or 400 health. Doesn't feel that good, but you need it. It's only a single shot. With this vehicle, you have the versatility of having the alpha damage when you need it, or splitting the shots on low health targets. But yeah, this vehicle doesn't feel that good. I mean, it feels okay, but it's nothing special, not really crazy. It is fast to get to places, but has no armor, has no health, gets obliterated by Czech light tanks or any other artillery shells. And yeah, 4 out of 10. Well, there you go, folks. The SFAC 105. Likely holiday ops? Possibly. It's not that great, so you're not missing out. But as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.